reports like these.
Professor would consider it part of the secret nature.
Cleo Wagner.
Right here is just
YouTube, I'm back again with another one. Your boy, Fatal J, the Black Shinobi, back again to bring you that Snyder Cut bang. Yes, sir. And today we're going to be talking about a lot of things Snyder Cut once again. Now, you might be asking yourself, Fatal J, you've been talking about Snyder Cut a lot lately. It's because Zack Snyder, I got two favorite Hollywood directors out there that always bring the pain, bring unique movies. Now, sometimes they do have flops, but it's still creative in my eyes. One of them is Robert Rodriguez, and the next one is Zack Snyder. I love Zack Snyder films. A lot of people can't stand Zack Snyder. I can understand that. I can really see that. But as for me, I'm repping that Zack Snyder life. I love Man of Steel. I love BVS. And I I ain't gonna even say that because that wasn't even his movie. Justice League wasn't his movie. Okay? And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. Snyder Cut. What do Snyder Cut mean for my newcomers? This is the Justice League Snyder Cut. This is the movie that we was gonna get in the beginning before Zack Snyder had that tragedy with his daughter. What happened with his daughter? His daughter died, and we got Josh Whedon instead. So that's the reason why everybody is repping Snyder Cut. We want to see this movie bad because when we first seen Batman vs. Superman didn't make a lot of sense when we first seen it in the theaters. But when we got that Zack Snyder cut, it made sense. It was a better movie, and we believe if we get this Justice League Snyder Cut, it will be a better movie than the Josh Whedon. Josh Whedon, in my opinion, haven't been breaking that pain. For instance, Age of Ultron, I didn't like that movie. It was boring to me. I got that movie on DVD. I think I sold it to somebody though, because it was boring to me. I just can't rock with that. Now that first Avengers movie by Josh Whedon, I could rock with that. It was dope. But let's get back to Snyder Cut. Shout out to one of my boys out there that's really repping that Snyder Cut life too, Subjective Reviews. He said this that brought everything to light and to my awareness. He said this. He said that Zack Snyder has been speaking about Excalibur lately. If you don't know about Excalibur, it was a movie that came out in the 80s. It's a movie about King Arthur, a dope medieval movie about Excalibur, Merlin, right up Fatal J Allen. And he been talking about this lately. Now, one of the key things that Subjective Review said was this movie came out in April, but then the year of 80s, somewhere in the 80s. I don't know the year exactly, but I'm familiar with the movie because it's a classic, and it dropped in April. Okay? Now, DC has an untitled movie releasing in the 80s. I mean, in April. Now, a lot of people say, that's just a slot. that Cyborg was supposed to come out. Cyborg in the Justice League. He was supposed to have his own solo movie. And people saying just disregard that because that means nothing. I don't feel like the DC is disregarding anything because they know that Marvel is slipping. Marvel is slipping bad. What do we have to look forward to? It's nothing that's coming up soon, no Disney Plus. I think DC is planning their attack on April and they're going to drop that Snyder Cut. They're going to drop that Snyder Cut. It's coming. It has to come because the internet is going nuts. People are going crazy. They want to see this movie. So, shout out to Subjective Reviews. And one more thing that Subjective Reviews said that made a lot of sense. He said this. He said, Zack Snyder had been quoting a lot that Superman has yet to rise. Okay? Now, if you remember at the end of BVS, when we saw that coffin, that Superman coffin, we saw some dirt floating up in the sky. Just a tad bit. To emphasize that Superman was still alive, that he was going to rise from the grave. Now, remember, BVS came out in April, Easter time. You get it now? Too much is this. I think Zack Snyder is throwing hints at us, throwing clues that we might get that Snyder Cut in April. And if we get it in April, the crowd is going to go wild. And it makes sense that he's dropping all these new images every week. Every week he's dropping something. I don't know. You let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this? Do you think it's going to drop in April? Do you think it's not? Do you think this movie doesn't even exist? Fatal J knows it exists. Jason Momoa said he's seen it and it was dope. But you let me know. Get back at your boy Fatal J. And bald-headed man, you already know what to say. Ninja vanish. Yo. Join the Ninja Clan Patreon and be like Trace SL, Gen Tech Studios, and Life with Two YouTubers to not only get your name put on the Ninja board at the end of my videos like this, but to receive original awesome perks as well. Thank you.